Have you ever walked away from someone and felt like the air around you got heavier? Like your peace disappeared the moment they left, as if a storm was rolling in? Something inside you knew this wasn't normal. Now, I'm not talking about horror movie-style possessions. Most of the time, it's far more subtle. These people aren't always aware of it themselves, but they are influenced or even controlled by dark, heavy spiritual forces. Their mission? To poison what is pure, break love apart, and drain the light from anyone still shining. The most dangerous part is how well they hide it. They can smile warmly, speak kindly, and even appear deeply spiritual. They might look like caring friends, mentors, or leaders. But if you pay attention, there are signs you can't. Sign 1. You feel drained in their presence. It's as if an invisible force is pulling your energy away. You might start the day feeling light, hopeful, and peaceful. But after just a short conversation with them, you're suddenly exhausted. Your body feels heavy. Your thoughts become foggy. Your heart starts racing for no clear reason. Inside, you feel empty, almost like your soul has been dirtied. What's strange is, they may not raise their voice or show open aggression. They might even keep smiling, speaking politely, but every word feels like it's quietly taking something from you. And you only realize the truth after they leave. You feel completely wiped out. This isn't just a case of bad vibes. This is spiritual draining. They feed on your light, your hope, and your peace like energy thieves. They don't need to touch you. They can drain you with their words, their eyes, their gestures, even they disguise it so well, too. It might look like concern, humor, or friendly advice. But deep down, their goal is to make you empty, to cut you off from joy, faith, and strength. If you don't notice it early, you can slowly lose interest in your dreams, your calling, even your connection to God. Not because you stopped believing, but because you no longer have the strength to feel. Sign 2. They make you doubt your reality. These people don't twist the truth by accident. They do it with purpose. They say hurtful things, and when you call them out, they turn it back on you. I never said that. You're imagining things. You're too sensitive. They injure you, then accuse you of overreacting. They remember events in a way that benefits them and forget anything that would prove you. If they can get you to doubt what you know is true, they can control how you see the world. Once you lose trust in your own perception, you become vulnerable to their influence. Soon, you're apologizing for their mistakes. You're second-guessing yourself. You start wondering if maybe you are too sensitive or if you've lost touch with reality. And they watch it happen with a quiet sense of victory. This is ancient manipulation, the same spirit of deceit seen in the serpent of Genesis. It's subtle, but deadly to your soul. Sign 3. They quietly sabotage your dreams. Remember the excitement you felt when a new dream took root in your heart? That spark that made you feel alive? These people can't stand that light. But instead of destroying it outright, they chip away at it little by little. They'll say things like, "Are you sure this is right for you? I'm just worried you'll get hurt. Maybe you should be more realistic." It sounds caring, but your growth unsettles them. Your happiness reminds them of the dreams they abandoned long ago. So instead of encouragement, you get disguised discouragement, poison hidden inside friendly advice. Bit by bit, your courage weakens. You stop chasing big dreams. The voice of God that once whispered possibilities becomes harder to hear because their doubts are louder. This is not protection. It's spiritual sabotage. They want you small, quiet, and easy to control. But hear me, you were never made to shrink. God placed dreams in you for a reason, and those dreams are not meant to die in the shadow of someone else's fear. Sign 4. They thrive in chaos and avoid peace. Where God's presence is, there is peace. Where they are, there is confusion. They stir up conflict in ways that seem almost unnoticeable at first. They'll start with small arguments, twisting your words, pushing your buttons. Then when you they create division between people, then stand back acting innocent. But here's the truth. They need chaos. If peace stays too long, they lose their grip on you. So they create new problems out of thin air. They thrive when you're off balance, emotionally drained, and mentally foggy, because that's when you're easiest to manipulate. If you start to see the pattern, remember, this is not random. It's a deliberate strategy to keep you disconnected from God and trapped in confusion. Sign 5. They slowly isolate you from your support system. This is the most dangerous sign of all. They work to cut you off from friends, family, mentors, anyone who could help you see the truth. They won't attack your relationships directly. Instead, they plant small seeds of doubt. Are you sure your best friend really supports you? I don't know if your pastor is the person you think he is. I've just been feeling uneasy about your family lately. Over time, tension builds between you and the people who care about you. And when the dust settles, who's left standing by your side? Them, and only them. This is no accident. Isolation makes you dependent on them. It weakens your spiritual clarity. It makes you easier to control. But God never meant for you to walk alone. The Bible says in Ecclesiastes 4:12, "A cord of 3 strands is not quickly broken." These people want to cut that cord. And when someone tries to pull you away from love, truth, and community, their source is not of God. At this point, you might be thinking, okay, I've seen these signs, but what do I do now? That's where we go next. The steps to protect your spirit and break free. What to do when you spot the signs. You've seen the warning sign. These steps are not just practical advice. They are spiritual principles. They protect your heart, your mind, and your calling. Step 1. Trust your spiritual discernment. Don't ignore what your spirit is telling you just because your eyes can't see clear evidence yet. The Spirit of God inside you is your first line of defense. When you're around someone and you feel that heavy tension in your chest, when you leave a conversation and your peace feels shattered, when confusion and unease follow you after every interaction, that's not just overthinking. That's God's way of warning you. The enemy works in noise and distraction. God works in whispers. Don't dismiss the whisper. Remember what Jesus said in Matthew 10:16, "Be wise as serpents and harmless as doves." In other words, stay alert, but keep your heart pure. Don't let appearances blind you. Wolves often wear lamb's clothing. Step 2. Set boundaries without apology. People who seek to control or drain you will hate boundaries. Why? Because boundaries cut off their ability to manipulate you. When you finally say no, don't expect them to respect it quietly. They will push back. They might accuse you of changing, becoming cold, ungrateful, or selfish. But their resistance is proof that your boundaries are necessary. Even Jesus, who loved perfectly, withdrew from the crowds, and even from his own disciples to be alone with the Father. If the Son of God valued distance when needed, why do we think we must? But the truth is simple. Freedom often begins with separation. In 2 Timothy 3:5, Paul warns about people who have a form of godliness but deny its power. He doesn't say to fix them. He says, have nothing to do with them. You are not called to rescue people who are pulling you away from God's purpose for your life. Sometimes, letting go is not abandonment, it's obedience. Step 4. Surround yourself with light. Once you break free from harmful influence, you must intentionally move toward healthy, God-filled relationships. A healthy, Spirit-led community is not a luxury, it's a necessity. It's like a shelter during a storm. It keeps you grounded when the winds of life get rough. Spend time with people who pray for you, encourage you, and build your faith. Choose to be around those who leave you feeling lighter, not heavier. Those who remind you that life is still beautiful and that joy is worth protecting. Toxic people, or as I call them, demons in disguise, because light exposes darkness. Stay close to people who walk in the light, and you will naturally repel what is not of God. Step 5. Reconnect with God's voice. One of the most dangerous things spiritually manipulative people do is try to silence the voice of God in your life. You might stop praying. You might stop dreaming. You might start believing you are unworthy of love unless you perform or please them. But let me tell you, God has never stopped speaking to you. Even in the middle of the chaos, He has been whispering to your heart. Now His voice is calling you back. Let Him restore the dreams that were stolen, the joy that was crushed, and the identity that was buried under lies. Isaiah 30:21 says, "Whether you turn to the right or to the left, your ears will hear a voice behind you, saying, 'This is the way, walk in it.'" God's voice will never manipulate you. It will never humiliate you. It may correct you, but always with love, always to restore. Reclaim what the enemy tried to steal. People under demonic influence don't just cause emotional discomfort. They try to rewrite your identity, distort your view of God, and destroy your sense of purpose. But here's the good news. You have never been powerless. Luke 10:19, "I have given you authority to trample on snakes and scorpions, and to overcome all the power of the enemy. Nothing will harm you." That's not just a nice verse to put on a wall. That's real spiritual authority, and it belongs to you if you are a child of God. You have the right to reject every lie spoken over you. You have the right to walk away from anything unclean. You have the right to claim freedom without needing anyone's permission. Peace is not the same as silence. Silence can be bondage. Peace is alignment with God's Spirit, even if it means disappointing those who wanted to control you. Healing and moving forward. When you walk away from a spiritual battle, you don't pretend it, you heal. You rebuild, and you do it with the guidance of the Holy Spirit. Make time every day to be in God's presence. Turn off the noise. Sit with Him. Pray honestly. If you're angry, tell Him. If you feel broken, tell Him. If you miss the very person who hurt you, tell Him. Psalm 34:18, "The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit." Let Him come close. Let Him tend to the wounds no one else can see. Let Him restore your ability to trust, to dream, and to love again. Final words for the chosen ones. If you're hearing this, maybe it's because you've been under this kind of attack without realizing it. Maybe God is opening your eyes right now. You are not weak for having been targeted. You are targeted because you are strong, because you carry light, because you have a calling. Chosen one, you were never meant to live under the shadow of someone else's control. You were meant to stand in the authority God gave you, to protect your spirit, and to shine without apology. So rise, take back what was stolen, walk in freedom, and never forget, darkness cannot win where the light of God is allowed to shine. If this message helped you today, Subscribe for more encouragement and spiritual insight. Like the video to help it reach more people. Share it with someone who might be facing this kind of spiritual attack. And leave a comment. I'd love to hear which part spoke to you most. Stay strong, stay discerning, stay close to the light.